10 days ago, I made a video called "Inflation is a Hoax." I made the point that what all you're seeing is all this inflation. It's all digital money. It's not real money. Real money has not inflated. It's only the fake money. And what you're seeing is these prices that you're seeing everywhere. It's all inflated because of greed, right? 100% greed. Has nothing to do with the reality, right? These billionaires, these bankers, these politicians, everything, they want things to go up and up, right? So they create inflation by, setting prices, right? So the argument is it's all based on fake numbers, right? So this video is in regards to why hasn't there been an economic crash yet, right? Okay, let's look at some of these channels, right? Jeremiah Babe, every day he's saying, oh, everything's going broke, everything's crashing, but yet everything's still up, right? Every company's still running, right? Micah Bernardo, he says the same thing. People are getting desperate, blah, 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 blah. I allegedly, same thing, right? People are not surviving, banks are doomed, blah, blah, blah. Economic Ninja, same thing, right? There's many more channels. These are examples, right? Why hasn't there been a crash yet, right? Why isn't there, a stock market crash? Because they create crashes, folks. They, turn the switch on and off, right? They'll give the scripts to the news anchors and then saying, oh, there's a crash coming, and then the crash happens, right? That 2008 crash, somehow it appeared out of nowhere, right? It appeared out of nowhere. And let's take a look at what happened in 2008. So I Googled up what caused the 2008 financial crash, right? The catalyst of the GFC were falling house prices and a rising number of borrowers unable to pay their loans, right? Look what's happening now, folks. Prices are falling in some places are not, right? I think the prices are falling, but they're not really showing on TV. And a lot of people cannot repay loans, right? Because inflation, right? The fake inflation. Insurance has gone up, price of food's gone up, blah, 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 blah. So their way, their way of paying loans back is going to be harder and harder. And some people cannot pay loans, right? Some people have to move in there with the parents or, with the cousins, right? And I've seen a lot of businesses around my area in Toronto. They're just boarded up, right? A lot of them boarded up, and that means, what do you call it? The landlords cannot get paid, and then eventually they're gonna, cannot pay the banks, cannot pay the government taxes, right? So, like I said, a lot of these channels are saying, a lot of these people are hurting, a lot of these businesses are hurting, right? So why hasn't there a crash yet, folks? Why hasn't it happened? Why aren't we seeing a 2008 crash yet? Because the bankers, the politicians, the New World Order has not set the script yet, right? They're planning it, folks. They're planning it, and they're going to say, "Oh, there's an economic crash. This bank has, this certain bank has failed. This company has failed, right? Even look at Boeing, right? All these problems with Boeing. I think they're setting up Boeing for a crash, right? With all these, supposed incidents, right? These supposed insiders getting, off, right? I think there's something's happening here. And look at these truck, what do you call it? These truck makers, pickup truck makers like Ford, GM, Dodge. They cannot sell anything, right? And yet they haven't crashed, right? So what I'm saying is, these people in power, they haven't turned the switch on, right? The whole thing is a hoax, folks. This economic system is a hoax. It's all based on them, right? They create wealth. They create crashes, right? They just have to turn the switch on and off. Right now, they left the switch on. We're not seeing anything yet. We haven't seen any company go under, right? Have you seen any company going under yet, right? There's no doom yet, right? They're setting it up, folks. They're setting up, and they're going to say, "Oh, it's happened. It's finally happened." But why isn't it happening yet, right? We're seeing all these people, look at all these YouTubers. They're doing research and they're saying, "Oh my God, people can't pay loans back. They can't pay insurance. They can't pay food prices, right?" So why hasn't there been a crash yet? Because they create everything, right? It's just like everything, the world. They tell you we live on a globe. They tell you an asteroid's coming, right? You got to prepare, right? An asteroid's coming. When was the last? I've been here on this Earth almost 50 years, folks. I haven't yet to seen a meteorite hit the Earth, right? You either. They always say it's coming, right? But the fake data, right? It's all this fake data they sell us, the fake history, the fake dinosaurs, the fake everything, right? Everything's fake, folks. I mean, everything. Even the economic system we're living in is a fake fraud system. That was the point of my video here. Inflation's a hoax because they create they set the numbers with their fake systems, right? Just a quick video today. I'm just watching all these videos. Why hasn't the brain crashed yet, right? Look at all these people, telling you, scenarios, telling you like real life examples, right? I respect this guy. He tells you the truth, right? A lot of these guys tell you the truth, but condo sales or fire sale, blah blah blah. Remember, back in 2008, the house prices fell a little bit, and yet we had an economic crash, right? Based on what these guys are saying, a lot of people cannot pay loans back. House prices are going down. Consumer debt is imploding, right? And yet there's no crash. Think about it, folks. Why hasn't there been a crash yet? Because they create it, folks. They have the on and off switch, right? So get ready. They'll be turning on the off switch soon, and there'll be economic crisis everywhere, right? So they're just getting the script ready, folks. They're getting the script ready. Speaking of the used car market and the car market in general, I follow these two channels: the Car Questions Answered and Motor Feed, right? So a lot of these, he's boots on the ground, and he's looking at these car lots, and he's seeing no trucks are being sold, right? Or trucks are being discounted, right? You can go follow. You can look at his channel, and another one's Motor Feed. Same thing. No buyers. Huge dispute. It's done. Blah blah blah. Burning down. So a lot of things. A lot of things are. Inflation, supposed inflation, is supposedly destroying these. The big three and even Toyota, right? But yet there's no economic crisis yet. Does that even make sense, folks? Right? They are setting. They'll turn the off switch soon, right? Because eventually, people will catch on. Houses are too expensive, cars are too expensive, right? It's just hilarious. It's just hilarious. Look at this car market disaster collapse. But yet these there's no problems according to the media, right? GM, Ford, and Dodge are business as usual. If this was back in 2008, we would have seen something right now, right? We would have seen a crash yet, but like I said, they create these crashes, folks. They turn the switch off. Okay, economic crash coming. Let's go right now. All these companies, they're controlled by the New World Order. These companies all follow the book, right? Follow orders. It's all scripted, folks. Everything's scripted. Even the economic system is scripted. And finally, I was going by a McDonald's and I saw the sign, the billboard or whatever you call it, and I took a photo of the prices, the breakfast meals, right? So this is okay. So let's see here. This is extra value meal. Funny, a sausage, egg, bagel, and the meal $7.29. The sandwich itself is $4.69, basically almost $5. This is Canadian prices, right? Hilarious. I remember what's it? Where's the Egg McMuffin? Which one's the Egg McMuffin? It doesn't show on this one. Maybe this is an automated billboard, so I think the other screen doesn't show yet. But I remember when these things used to be $2.99. The sandwich itself, $2.99, and now look at it, $4.69. One of the YouTubers I was following, which one is it? Is it iAllegedly? Oh, I forget where it was. iAllegedly. One of these guys said, we will not see prices go back to pre-pandemic levels. I agree. These guys are setting the prices, folks. The New World Order and these companies are setting the prices. Has nothing to do with inflation, folks. There is no inflation. These guys are making it look like there's inflation by setting these numbers. I don't think people realize that yet, right? All these numbers they set, right? The oil, the raw material prices, everything's based on raw materials, right? The oil, the minerals, copper, whatever, right? They set the prices. There's nothing to do with inflation, folks. You gotta start waking up to that. There is no inflation. They are setting these prices, right? These prices are set by McDonald's. They are not gonna bring it down. So, like I said, one of the YouTubers, I think iAllegedly said that in one of his recent videos I watched. They are setting these numbers. I think he said it right. They are setting these numbers, and then they are not going to bring it back down, right? So those days of pre-pandemic level prices are gone. They're not coming back, right? The New World Order, they'll crash these companies, right? They'll crash these companies before they crashed the dollar, the U.S. dollar, right? So yeah, this is a quick video today.